Happy Friday tour.
Happy Friday, Consuela.
How are you today?
I'm pretty good. I'm a little sunburned.
Oh, for
but
being outside.
Good. Yeah.
We'll talk about that at the end, right?
Yeah.
So then for me, I'm in a good mood because I have been on spring break, even though this is one of the last days of spring break for me. So I should be sad, but I'm still like just really enjoying free time.
But you have even more reason to be happy, though.
Yeah, because I made progress on my writing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a major milestone in getting a proposal turned in. So now I'm just waiting on feedback from my committee. And
I'm so excited for you.
yeah, I'm very excited too. Spring break really helped to kind of get on a roll with that and focus on it. I know you were impressed with my self-discipline.
I was,
Because
yes.
usually on a break, I'm like, SL all day, every day. And
Yeah, well, so I do have to say that this is like, I think the first substantial break you've had with your new chair.
yeah, new chairperson, yeah, because
And I think that makes a big difference because you would get breaks, but you really were disheartened by your previous one.
yeah, very true.
So
It's very true. So yeah, my new chair is fabulous.
Whew.
So very motivating, very inspiring, very supportive, very encouraging, and yeah, it's been great. So yes, I do been in a good mood for that reason. I did have work try to encroach today, and I had to shut it down. I'm like, nope, not ready.
You're on break.
I know. I had to check my emails and stuff, so I did like a little bit of work, but I was not willing to give more. So yeah. So all of that aside, I think it's time for us to open with credits, and I guess I'm going first because I styled first. So initially we had talked about this outfit. We may have even mentioned it in our Flifty video.
Oh, wait, what? Yeah, we speculated about it for sure.
And it came together beautifully. Like you were already planning my outfit. And so I'd have to turn my interface on, which I have no problem doing.
Thick thighs and thin patience.
That's right. Because that is like my life motto. Just is. That's exactly true. So anyway, I have my wearing my appearance window open. So the top is Riot, and let me scroll down to it. So where is it? Riot Ramsey. So it's Ramsey Distress Tee and Lace Tank, which is available at the Flifty right now. And we both fell in love with this right away. I just love how this goes together. And so I had decided on this color scheme before I unpacked the shorts. And the shorts were their Skull, right? Skull, Paranoia shorts. Also available at the Flifty. And they came out of the box like this. And I'm like, that is perfect. There's nothing I need to do to these shorts. I mean, I do have the HUD. I could change it, but it just automatically matched. So that was fantastic. And then the boots are Gorsimi. And I am wearing them with the Cotter squished thighs. So Cotter squishy thighs right here.
Yes.
And they look really good. And so Gorsimi had a lot of colors. These came out of the box black. But I was like, you know what? I'm going to do this pink. And I just love it. And I love how it looks with the squishy thigh.
And I love the shininess of them too.
Yeah.
And we don't get to wear the squish thigh too often because as we discussed when we were looking at them, there isn't much that really looks right with the squish thigh, but this really looks nice.
Does. It looks very realistic. So I love that they had a squish thigh option because, like you said, I don't have much of an opportunity with this a lot of the time, or it's just like a sock instead of a boot.
Yeah.
So there's that, and then I have these crazy long nails. That was the Milash nails, and it was the Mila nail right here. And so I have color coded these to match, and I just really enjoy the craziness. And of course, I'd be getting a phone call right now, but we're just gonna mute that. So that's the items from the Flifty, at least the last round. So like I said, when we were shopping it was like these go together so good. That it just naturally made an outfit, which is completely true. So then the other big news is that I switched my head, because I think we were talking about this in the FLFty, and I was amused at how little it took when I was all like, no tour. I wasn't fully on board at the time, but then, I knew you were interested, and, I hadn't seen like a round face for avatars. And actually, Akaruka has a male one too. I saw it over there. They do make rounder heads for fuller figures, which I was very impressed. So this is the Akaruka Luisa, and I'm still have my appearance window open, and so it's the ADVX, so advanced, I don't know how to read that, but ADVX. And so it's the one that's based on the LeLAPEAU UV maps. And that is
specifically the Evo X UV maps.
And that's really important. So
yeah, because it means all your skin, all your balm, it just snapped right on with no issues.
Yep. The thing that I ran into that wasn't true, and it wasn't like too bad, but I have a lot, I was always used to bitch about, I want my things in HUDs and appliers.
Yes.
And so a LeLAPEAU Evo X applier will not work on this head. So
it needs to be the balm stuff.
Right. And so there's a fair amount of balm. I mean, I have a lot of LeLAPEAU Evo X balm. Also, when I was looking for ADVX on the marketplace, Slack Girl is a brand that I'm familiar with, haven't worn in a little while, but they make a lot of ADVX makeups. And so like the lipstick I'm wearing is a Slack Girl one. They're not a FLF designer, but this was nice because it was in a HUD. So I could just put that on. And also Alt 3, her body shine applies to the head. So I do have my Constellar body shine on, and
looking great. I
do have Jack Spoon on actually as well. The eye shadow eyeliner is Jack Spoon from the FLFty. So that's another one, because Jack Spoon, puts pretty much all their makeups out in balm layers for Evo X. So, and then additionally, because the Akaruka HUD is set up like LeLAPEAU's, it's not exactly. And that was another concern I know I voiced to you, is that I've been a LeLAPEAU user for so long that I'm very particular. Like, I like how their HUDs are set up. So Akaruka's wasn't bad. It's just I didn't get the kind of like facial animations that I wanted, and you found something cool for us. Do you want to talk about that a little bit?
Yes. So you were talking about how its facial animations were somewhat limited, so I decided to check if there were any facial animator HUDs out there, and Vista, who I'm sure most people have heard of, had just put out a new facial animation HUD. It's primarily for women, but it's their facial expression, so men can certainly wear it as well. They may be coming out with a male version eventually, but yeah, we got that for you. I got that for you. And there's one feature of it that still is being worked on, it seems, and that's which I'm excited about, which is chat triggers. So if you type certain things, it'll prompt a certain expression to play with your face, and can play an accompanying sound if you configure it that way. All note card configured, so that all works very well. But I mean, even aside from that, the HUD itself is fantastic. It has a lot of different expressions. You can just toggle on like ones you want to cycle through. It has moods. It's really a nicely put together HUD, I think. I
agree. And so for example, like my baseline mood is happy, because I figure that's appropriate. And then I went through all the expressions and just picked ones that I thought worked. So I avoided any that seemed angry or tired or bored or anything like that. Then there were a lot of tongue ones. And so I kind of trimmed back to, I don't need my tongue out. I'm not sticking my tongue out constantly, but there are a few tongue action expressions which I rather enjoy, because one makes it look like I'm licking my lips because I'm hungry, or or just, you know, just fun expressions. So I feel like the combination of expressions that I have active right now work for what I'm after. So there's an appropriate amount of animation to my face, because I really hate's a strong word. I really dislike just a static face, or just one that's like void of any kind of feeling or emotion. So
absolutely. And even aside from the pre-built like facial expression animations that they have, I feel like the HUD itself is like a miniature or stripped down Axis, because it has those 3 options where you can actually cycle between a few like brow styles, a few mouth styles, a few eye styles, and like shift the position of your eyes around with the little radial thing. So it's got a bunch of features.
And even with even I have wiggling ears on right now, so you could get your ears to wiggle. And that was the other bonus, is that my LeLAPEAU Evo X elf earrings fit. So that was really important, because I'm like, oh man, I have quite an extensive collection of earrings for Evo X elf. And I didn't want to have to like scrap that. So I'm actually wearing, you can't see it because of my hair, but I'm wearing the Yummy curated collection, which was, I want to say was it the last Flipty? And they fit just fine. There's no issue at all. So,
which is really, really nice, because we do have quite a few earrings for you.
Yeah, because I have been pretty much a hardcore LeLAPEAU user for many years. Like there's just no switching me off of LeLAPEAU. I've tried a Catswa head when Catswa was all the rage. I've tried even a logo head. I think they were one of the first ones to market with like a mesh head. And so nothing's really landed right apart from LeLAPEAU for me. So for Akaruka to land with Louisa is a big deal to me.
Yes.
Because absolutely. I would not have embraced it if it didn't work in the ways that I wanted it to work, for all the reasons why I love a LeLAPEAU head. So yeah, so I'm very pleased with it. I know I owned it a lot faster than I thought I would. I was like, no tour, that's not happening. I just can't now. And here we are. It took like a day?
Well, we were trying it the next day.
Yep. Playing with the demo, and I'm like, all right, I'm done. I'm sold. We were trying different things, like, will this work? Will that work? I don't want to go in on a new head if it's, I can't use like any of my makeups or none of my earrings. If I can't get the face to look right, animate right, we tried all the things that we could think of, and you ended up getting it for me.
So, aside from raving about it, the 2 kind of gotchas that I want to mention, just to be transparent, is one is your lip piercings. Of course, they were rigged for LeLAPEAU Evo X,
right?
And none of the versions of those would fit this head. Now, I'm sure that there are some makers for the Akaruka head which do rig their jewelry for it, but the bomb stuff, it works, but the jewelry stuff that's rigged for the face doesn't appear to.
Which is why I went back to the septum ring, because those are unrigged, and the bindi, that's unrigged as well. So, but I even had a hard time even when they were rigged for the LeLAPEAU, because I wore an Aaron, and Aaron was one of the older heads, so finding something rigged for Aaron was already a challenge. So
absolutely,
I wasn't overly upset about that.
Yeah, just wanted to put that out there. And the other thing, what was it?
Sorry, I interrupted your train of thought.
It's okay.
Because it was 2 things. So what beyond the lips? So
there was something else.
Maybe don't come to.
That's right. When shaping, there's some peculiarities about the brow and eye shape that you do have to work around with. Using some of the numbers for the eyes and using their brow shape seems to help with this, but basically it seems like the upper eyelid is a little too close depending on your sliders, and will go cleave through the eye. But we got it sorted out.
Yeah. So basically we had an eyeball poking through the eyelid at times when blinking. And so we had to, you had to problem solve that. And referencing their shape numbers and using their brow shaper really, I think, did eliminate that problem.
Yeah. I just wanted to get those caveats out there, because if people do decide to try it, and that may not be true for all of Akaruka's heads, but that's what we experienced with the Louisa head.
I know I already had our friend Cora was asking me about it already, and she's one to show. Same thing. Like, people, get into like, this is the head I use. I love this head, and then switching away to another head is a challenging task. So
I sympathize with that
completely. I know you do, and that's why I think my switching so quickly really is kind of a testament to the fact that I have switched things, mixed things up quite a bit, and have styled different types of avatars and different types of looks where it wasn't so like debilitating. But I understand for folks who are already rather attached to their head, for as funny as that sounds, making a switch. If you're happy, why fix it, right? Why change it? But
I have to say, I am thrilled with the results. I love the more fullness of the cheeks on this face. I do love the little tease of a double chin.
Yep.
I think that's just really wonderful, because like no heads support that.
No. Nope. And that's one of the things, even when we first got together, where you were like, you need to round your face out.
Yes.
And I did. I think I achieved a pretty nice rounder face with your assistance, but it wasn't, it wasn't my default, and it wasn't how most faces are. Like, even when you go to either, whether it be Akaruka or LeLAPEAU, and you see just the vendor photos, they're very slender faces. Very rarely do you see one that's round at all. So
them explicitly making a head that is a fuller head was a very welcome change. Thank you, Akaruka, and thank you, Zipper, for turning us onto this.
Totally, Zipper. And actually, she had left me a comment, because I posted it up on Flickr, that she was going to try to make some plus size shapes and looks and stuff. So I told her I can't wait to see that. So she was inspired by us, and I was like, wait, Zipper, we were inspired by you. So that was fun. Yeah, so I've had fun taking pictures, updating all my profile pictures. Like, I've been all about it ever since we've perfected it. And the thing is, remember, I think I told you when we were doing this that it would probably take me a couple of days, maybe a little bit of tweaking here or there. I have not tweaked a thing since you and I set this up, because I have not found anything the matter with it. Like, nothing about it bothers me.
Yeah.
So I totally feel like this is my new face. Oh, no. And then plastering it all over social media.
Yes, I'm loving it. I'm loving it.
So enough about me, Tour. What's your outfit?
Okay, so I was trying to match your vibe, your energy. Though obviously, I didn't want to lean into the hot pink so much. So
why not?
I did want to play off of it. I did want to riff off of it a bit. So I got this very fun shirt. This is the Jasper shirt from Butterscotch.
That is fun. It's
it's got a bunch
springy, summery.
Yeah, and I've got like cactus on it, and I've got ice cream and watermelon and all kinds of fun stuff. And it's got a little peak, a little abdomen action there.
It does. That's fun. Not upset about that.
So to round it out, I've got my Liam jeans on, also by Butterscotch, and they have some fun belt colors. So it actually has a bright blue belt.
I see that.
Yeah, I thought that was neat.
That is.
For shoes, I picked a shoe creator we haven't seen in some time. These are Blanche. Yes. These are the Star Doodle shoes.
Okay.
Which, I thought they were fun.
Those are fun. I remember those.
I am still rocking my Vici nails.
But not the smoky ones this time.
No, just the normal, just the normal ones. This didn't feel like a smoky outfit.
No. Like your nails are perfect. Yeah.
Fun outfit, and I wanted some claws anyway. Going up to my head, I am rocking a modulus hair. This is the porous hair. Bondi glasses, royal glasses. I don't think Bondi's a fliff creator, but I've got them anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And my Stoic earrings, these are the DAE earrings.
Okay.
But you know, I'm always on the lookout for more earrings because I've only got a few that I can cycle between right now.
Yeah. Hopefully there'll be more male, you know, elf earrings, or just elf earrings that work for a male, or
yes,
you know, that aren't overly female, I guess I should say. Either way, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So, okay, very good. Very good. You look very handsome.
Thank you.
So then that means we're ready to go into some Second Life news, right?
Mm-hmm.
So let me get my Seraphim, actually not Seraphim, I usually say this right, internet window up, and actually it's on the wrong tab, so let me go over here. And it's the first one is the EEP. They're talking about EEP again?
Yeah, apparently they're going to be doing a SLU class on EEP, which of course Visionaire covers.
Yeah.
But, you know, if you're not, you know, a Visionaire student and just want to get an EEP lesson, you know, the Second Life University has you covered. They've got a premiere video up there.
Yeah,
and yeah, so it looks like they cover quite a bit of environments, and I'm very passionate about like the EEP system. I think it's a wonderful system because of course, you know, I'm obsessed with lighting, and that's where you do your environmental lighting and effects and stuff. So
then it's a video. The video that's being played is the video. That's what they're offering, right? It's the premiere of it.
Yes.
It was today at 9 a.m.
Yeah, well, was it today? Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, watch the premiere of the video at 9 a.m. PT Pacific time.
Right. So this was put out today.
Yeah.
And
that's
it's a video just covering all of the things about EEP, which is pretty good.
That's fantastic. Yeah, so like you know, and I feel like this is actually a good segue into Visionaire news.
Do it.
Because again, people who've watched us for a while know we've mentioned it from time to time. We are involved with Visionaire, Institute of Second Life Photography, and we are starting a new round of class. And so I don't know how many people out there might be interested in taking a better picture, and it sounds like I have lost Tour. He dropped out. He's back. Tour, are you back?
Apparently, yeah.
What happened?
The internet stopped for a second there.
Okay, I wonder if that means we're gonna lose your avatar as well.
Let me just test.
Because you're still there. Nope. All right.
I'm staying. Okay.
You made it. All right.
It was just a hiccup.
Okay, well, what I was sliding into was talking about Visionaire, Second Life Photography. Yes. We are starting a new class. Classes are limited to 10 students. So this is a great class if you're looking to improve your photo skills in Second Life.
First Life.
Or First Life, because they do apply.
They do.
So I'm going to give like a little brief synopsis. I got involved with Visionaire back when they started in 2013. So gosh, like 10 years ago now? Damn,
wow.
That is old. Anyway, so I was like part of their first batch, and I know the creators of the Institute very well. So it's Renoir Cerise and Noriko Okawa. I actually was a model with Noriko back in the day, and we have been close friends for all that time. Gosh, 10 years. And so eventually after I met Tour, I brought him along, and he took the class, gosh, what, 4 years ago now? Yeah. More or less. And that's actually where I started DJing, was for his graduation, and you know, that's a whole thing now. So so Visionaire, let me put this tab up here. So I have the graphic up, but maybe I want to minimize it. We have it's linked in the video description. We have 4 spots open in the current class. If you have questions about it, you can message myself or Tour, or leave comments on the Flickr image. Like I said, I have it linked, so it's gonna believe this is a full run of the course, so it's gonna be a 10-week course. We meet once a week on, is it Sunday mornings, Tour? Sunday mornings at 8?
Sunday mornings. To that end, like to that point, when you say full course, that means you can walk in as a total beginner to SL photography. You're not expected to necessarily know anything. So if you're just interested and have no actual background in it, you don't even have like a Flickr, that's okay. We guide you through all of it. So
yeah, I would personally love to see some of our community in this class.
Oh yeah.
You know, it's a great place to start to understand just even concepts of photography. Like you were saying before, the information is not limited to Second Life only. This is a First Life and Second Life thing. It's definitely helped me improve my photography in First Life as well. Noriko has real world experience as a photographer, and Ren is also, she does have real world experience in, I believe, is it color theory, art therapy. She's definitely got a strong background in the arts in First Life. So I highly encourage
she's wonderfully artistic. Yep.
Absolutely. She's the main teacher of the course.
Yes.
Noriko tends to come in with the more technical, as well as Tour. Tour will help with the SL technical, as far as how to achieve things in Second Life, which has really been a blessing because, Tour speaks a different kind of language, and some of our students need that. Where Ren has a very kind of artistic sort of language, Tour has that very technical. So that's been a really nice to observe and experience, because like I said, Tour came to Visionaire as a student, as did I, but he's definitely stepped into more of a supporting instructor kind of role as well, whereas I've always ended up more kind of on the organizational management side of things, which is fine. We all have our part to play. So
yes, and Ren's part is that Ren is amazing.
Right.
She's the backbone of Visionaire. She's the mama hen.
Amen.
She who loves all, she will lift you up.
Amen. Peace be with you. Blessed be. That is the Visionaire mantra. All will be taught it when you enroll.
Yes.
Oh, Ren's gonna love that. She's like, I can't believe you said that on your video. I told her we were gonna mention this on our video. I don't think she expected that. So, but yes, please consider it. 4 more slots. Would love to see some of our followers join in on that. So don't hesitate to message us with questions. We will fill you in. So, then circling back, the next Second Life news was the scripted agent thing. This came out, this was shared almost immediately on wherever, in a few different avenues, maybe a few different servers I was on. So I was aware of this one, and it addresses that whole Bonnie bot thing.
Yes.
So, did you read this? Do you want to?
Yeah.
Okay,
sure. So, on your region estate options, you have a new checkbox now. So you've always been able to say the avatars visiting must be 18 years old, must have payment on file. Now you can say must not be a scripted agent. So any avatars that are registered as bots, which Bonnie Bots has to register any of their SL accounts as scripted agents, they won't be permitted onto the estate. So it's an opt-out sort of system. I'm very appreciative of this as an option. I have some there's some debate about whether this should have been an opt-in versus an opt-out function, but because scripted agents are already so saturated in the world, I believe that Linden Lab decided that it would break too many systems that people have in place to make it a opt-in system. So instead, you can explicitly go into your region estate options and say, get those bots out of here. Don't want them.
Yeah, sounded like a lot of people didn't want them around.
Yes. It is important to note that may limit other things. If you happen to be using scripted agents for some other purpose, they would not be able to visit. But that's going to be very specific uses where people do that. But if you have a CSR bot or something that yeah, you won't be able to necessarily do that.
A lot of stores have a scripted agent in that capacity.
A lot of stores do, yes. So I don't know, I haven't used it yet, if you're able to... Oh wait, it says right here, sorry. Okay, so you can get around that. So you can deny bots, but you can explicitly list certain bots to be allowed in.
So like your CSR.
So your CSR, yeah. So that resolves that.
Okay.
Very good.
Fantastic. All right.
Fantastic.
All right, and I believe the other piece of news was a spotlight. Is it Dick's Mix? Dick's Mix Source. Visual and musical artist and curator of the Dick's Mix Gallery in Second Life, which showcases the work of other digital artists around the world. Well, that's fantastic. We were just talking about artists in Second Life, and I know we're going to be using the spotlight to possibly reach out to some to be guest speakers in Visionaire. So I may have to add this one to my list.
Absolutely.
So yeah, that looks great. So I'm just kind of scrolling down it. So very good. Definitely check out the spotlight. Those are great.
Yes. So does that mean it's time to talk about 50 Linden Fridays?
It is. And I can read you the title. Serena, our new FLF poster, says, Farewell March, hello 50 Linden Fridays.
Hello 50 Linden Fridays.
She is absolutely right. Last day of March. And so it looks like Mithral might be MIA, and I have all the little pictures here. So why don't you tell us about our sponsors?
Well, we have Jian and Mithral. So we might just have Jian.
Well, we're not flipping at midnight, so maybe when Serena...
We have run into that where
the sponsor's
sponsor
not there.
Has been MIA, so we'll just have to see. It does look like a shorter list this week.
Okay.
But that might be because people were busy putting up their 50 offerings or something.
Probably.
So.
All right. Well, with that aside, are we ready to get started?
I think we are.
All right. We have made it to our first sponsor, which is clearly Jian.
Yeah.
And are these Shiba Inus?
These are Shiba Inus.
Oh, they are adorable.
You are definitely the dog person between us to tell us all about the Shiba Inus.
Yeah, Shiba Inus are adorable. They are very smart. I watch a lot of them on TikTok. And I don't know, like I don't have enough years of life to own like all the dog breeds. Like Shiba Inus are like, they're ones that are just, they're like I said, they're adorable. They're not small. They're so they're smaller than a Labrador, because I've been more of a Labrador German Shepherd kind of person. So they are definitely smaller than that. They're a compact little dog, but I always feel like they have a lot of personality, a lot of intelligence, a lot of cuteness. And I could see having a Shiba Inu.
Well, you can get one in Second Life right now for 50 Lindens.
50 Lindens, and yeah, so you can get them in sesame, black and tan, red, or cream. So I'm gonna buy all of these, of course, and I'm probably gonna put one on because they are adorable.
I love that it says they have that you get all these versions where you get the bandana, you get them holding the newspaper.
Yeah, I'm gonna get all of them, and I think, which one would match me best right now? The white one, the black and tan, probably. Black and tan.
Yeah, black and tan, I think.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. They are adorable, and it looks like there's like 2 different sizes. There's like, or unless the one's a puppy and one's the adult.
Yeah, you get an adult and a pup.
Yeah, that's too cute. Yeah, Shiba Inus,
super adorable.
Very smart dogs. So yeah, this makes me like adding to my note of future dogs to own. Shiba Inu, because yeah, they're adorable. Okay, I won't belabor it. Get them all, 50 Linden each. So what, 200 Linden, you get the whole set here. So I highly encourage it.
Adopt those puppies.
Yep, I'm gonna do that right now. Are we ready to go?
We are.
All right, we have made it to the next sponsor, who is here.
Yes, we have Mithral.
All right, Mithral. But before we get into Mithral, I want to say that I've put on one of the Shiba Inus. I'm still thinking of a name. And I have ice cream, which I had before, but got distracted by Shiba Inus. So this is Movement, and Movement is a FLF designer. And this is like their unicorn sundae, which looks amazing.
Okay, so in kind of honor of that ice cream, I propose that you name your Shiba Oreo.
All right, Oreo it is. Done.
Because
I am easy.
Their colors.
Yep. And I wanted to bring Oreo closer to me, but based on what I could see of the animations, it looks like it kind of rolls towards me at some point. So I'm leaving him out there for now. So, okay, Oreo it is. My Shiba Inu Oreo. Okay. All right, we are at Mithral though, and they have plants. And I'll leave you to talk about it because you are the plant man.
Yeah, so I'm actually curious. Okay, so they did have the Ficus umbellata planter last week or the week before. So we have covered that before. I do like it still. That's the big planter. But now they also have this Ficus umbellata vase.
Oh, it's a vase.
It's a vase, which is a funky looking vase. It's got this like tiered setup, which I think is very elegant looking.
I'll have you know that because of our vase conversation, I say vase in First Life, and people look at me funny. They're like, vase? That's a vase. I'm like, I know.
Perfect. That does make me happy. You are correct. I'm very pleased that it's infected your brain.
Right? I see a vase and I'm like, no, that's vase. And people look at me like, are you okay? I'm like, yeah, you don't understand.
Oh gosh.
So 50 lindens per like vase color is what I'm saying, right?
Two vase colors. You get 2 vase colors per pack. Or planters.
Okay, that looks great. After all this vase talk, I better pick me up some vases.
Yes, I picked up a couple myself.
Of course you did. You can't talk about a vase at Mithral and not pick one up.
I am a sucker for Mithral plants, that's for sure.
Yes, you are. All right, are we ready to keep moving?
We are.
All right, Tour, I know that we are at Aloe.
You are correct.
And I mean, I see some nipples on the model, like
on the mannequin down below.
Yeah. So I won't push in too close as to piss off YouTube, but it looks like if I push in on the vendor photo, it should be safe.
Yes.
So this is the Kiva harness in metallic. If it's legacy, Maitreya reborn, and works with soft thighs. So let's see.
It works with juicy rolls too.
Yeah, juicy rolls. Yes, all the maze mods. That's
nice.
Pretty cool.
Very.
I have to get that.
Yeah, I think so.
That's great.
So this is specifically the harness. You're not getting the pasties or the bikini or the underwear or anything like that. It does look from the one on the left as though this is rigged to work with one of their stocking designs.
Okay.
I don't know which one. Maybe there's a Kiva. Maybe there's a Kiva stocking set.
Okay.
I'm just guessing from the vendor picture.
Quite possible.
Yeah, but I'm glad that you're gonna get this because that looks super fun.
It is very fun. So yeah, I will pick that up. 50 linden per color. Looks like for the gold and for silver. But yeah, that looks great. Are we ready to move along?
We are.
Okay. I can tell by our surroundings that we are at ANC Limited.
We are.
And what do they have today?
This is apparently called Colomba di Pasqua, which is an Italian Easter bread.
Yum. That looks delicious.
Yes, yum. And, you know, we've seen a number of kind of European traditional foods here at ANC Limited. I'm getting very curious about the creator and what inspires them with this stuff, like where they're from and such as that. Because I hadn't heard of this before, and that's pretty cool. It does look delicious.
It does.
Let's see, the dough for the colomba is made in a similar manner to panettone with flour, eggs, sugar, natural yeast, and butter. Unlike panettone, though, it usually contains candied peel and no raisins. The dough is then fashioned into a dove shape and is topped with pearl sugar and almonds before baked.
Did you say almonds?
Yes.
Almonds.
Almonds is topped with pearl sugar and almonds before being baked.
Do you also say salmon?
Sometimes I do.
Oh my gosh. Is that a Southern thing?
No, that's a me thing. Yeah, you're correct. It's absolutely almonds and
salmon.
I struggle because I want to pronounce the L. Like, I want to pronounce the AL in a particular way. It's just the way my mind
almonds,
trips over that.
Almonds, salmon. Okay. Okay. But you said there was an ingredient in there you were referring to that, or a style of cake. I don't know that. I don't know what it is. So you were saying it's unlike fill in the blank. What did you say?
Panettone.
Panettone. What is that?
Panettone is apparently another type of Italian sweetbread. It's like a kind of fruitcake, it looks like.
Okay.
But not like our fruitcake. It looks actually pretty delicious.
Right? Our fruitcake is scary. Nobody wants that.
It's kind of scary.
Yeah.
But theirs contains candied orange, citron, and lemon zest and raisins.
Okay.
So,
that sounds delicious.
Yeah, it looks pretty good.
Yep.
But
Okay,
so this looks tasty. I'm of course picking it up, and we'll enjoy some Easter bread. I don't necessarily celebrate Easter, but I'll celebrate feeding you some Easter bread.
There you go. Any occasion to eat.
Yes.
Yep. Okay. Are we good to go?
Yep. Yes.
All right, Tor, where are we?
We're at Astara.
Astara. What do they have today?
They have some robo bunny tail and ears.
That is adorable.
They are adorable, and I enjoy that. So it looks like they are like animated to wiggle around on that mannequin's head, and they've got the light slowly scrolling down. I don't know, but I presume that the tail wiggles as well.
Yep. I would assume it moves in a similar fashion or tail-like fashion.
Yes. And it looks like you get all of those colors for 50 lindens.
That's a good deal.
Yeah.
That'll come in handy for anybody doing any kind of like cyber styling or cyber roleplay.
Oh, yeah. I agree.
Yep. Okay.
So, Astara's always got cool stuff.
They do. They do.
Yeah.
All right.
So we're good to roll on.
All right, let's do it. All right, Tor. I see decor, so this means it's all you. Go.
Okay, we're at Avani. Avani always has like almost Art Deco type furniture, I want to call it.
Okay.
But this is they're calling it the Avani Ojai or Ojai collection, Ojai.
Okay.
Not quite sure how that is pronounced, but
they have those facial rollers.
Yeah, and they have like it's like a mortar and pestle, and so I'm not actually entirely sure what all this would be used for.
It's for your face.
You seem more familiar with it than I am.
I am barely familiar with it. Like,
okay,
I've seen people use this, like on TV.
Okay.
I've seen these things advertised. Supposedly they're good for your face in some way. Not a big, I don't know. I don't want to say facial person. Like, I'll go for facials, but I'm also not one who wears makeup in real life.
Okay.
First life, I just don't want to bother with it. Never had the talent for it, and I don't want to look like a clown or like I'm half-assing it. So I'm just natural, just natural face. But I know that these are used for your face for some positive benefit. I'm sure someone watching our video can put in the chat, in the comments, what this is and what it's for. But I know the little rollers are for your face. And I assume that the mortar and pestle might be to like mix or mash up whatever concoction you need to roll onto your face for cleansing or rejuvenating purposes.
Okay.
I'm just tapping into my bare minimum knowledge of facial type routines.
Yes.
So I believe even I've had one of these little facial rollers used on me during a facial.
Okay.
So yeah, so they're usually very cool and soothing, and I see one of them has like little knobs in it, so maybe there's a little bit of massage in that, little cuts in it. So yeah.
So that's kind of interesting.
And then even one of them has a smaller roller on the other side.
It does. It has a little tiny roller.
Yep. So please, community, please fill us in, because we're always looking to you for help. Never mind us helping you. But
have you ever used these rollers? Have you ever done alchemy with these sets?
Alchemy.
What's the deal? Facial alchemy.
That's it. It is facial alchemy.
All right.
So, yeah, I can't wait to see if people fill us in on this. So.
All right, fantastic.
But you need this in your bathroom. Or your spa. If you have a spa in Second Life, if that's your jam.
It would fit into a spa for sure.
Mm-hmm. So it has some uses, but spa or bathroom. Or,
all right.
Wherever you do your facial things.
Nice.
Okay, are we ready to go?
We are.
All right, Tor. We have moved on to the next stop, which is Belleza. But before we get into that, you and I were having a dialogue about Avani's item. And once, I know you told me how it was spelled, but I didn't visualize it in my head. And then when I looked at it, I'm like, oh, that's Ojai. Ojai. I know it as Ojai because it's a small city in California, and it's not like super close to me, but it's almost like a little kind of scenic retreat city. And so when I'm looking at those little rollers, I'm like, yeah. So I could see going to Ojai for like a spa kind of retreat or something of that nature, where they would totally have those little facial rollers in Ojai.
Okay.
So I'm wondering if that's what the designer meant by naming it the Ojai collection, because then you and I were like mad Googling, like, what's Ojai known for? And then as I was looking, I'm like, yeah, I know Ojai. I think I've probably driven through it at some point or by it. I can't say that I've stayed there directly, but I know of it. And so yeah, and then you got into all the name behind the name, and it's possibly a Chumash word.
We got to give a shout out to the Chumash people, the indigenous people of the Ojai Valley.
Yes. So maybe, so just again, to clarify, Ojai is the name of a city in California. And that's all that came up when we were searching that. So I'm pretty sure that's probably why maybe the creator went to Ojai and experienced those things. And it's like, I'm going to design something in Second Life to capture my experience in Ojai, California. I don't know. That's just me speculating, wildly speculating on what could it be. So, are we ready?
Maybe so.
Ready to talk about Belleza? Okay, so we're at Belleza, and I'm already looking at this going, is it bomb layers from a new head?
And it is.
And it is. So I have more eye makeup, smoky eye metallics. Love it. Love it. Is it 50 Linden for the whole of it?
It is 50 Linden for all of it.
Fantastic. And
that's less than 10 Linden per shade.
Thanks for the math on that. But what I was going to say is I've seemed to, again, and getting on the eye switch heads conversation again, I don't seem to be short on eye liners, eye shadows. It's the lips. A lot of my lips were appliers, so it's like, okay, now I got to either get an ADVX applier like I have from Slack Girl, and they make a lot of them. So I don't know that I really am going to be hard pressed, because I just might be buying every lip applier that Slack Girl has just to make sure I'm covered, because I like a variety of lipsticks. But yeah,
now, part of that is a little bit self-inflicted, because I know that you've skipped over some makeup options when they are balm only, and you're like, well, I've already got a bunch and I prefer appliers. So I think we just have to keep our eyes open, because I suspect that there's plenty of balm options out there.
So do you hear me like silently eye rolling when you're like, well, it's kind of self-inflicted, Consuela.
No,
you would have more items if you weren't so hung up on pliers.
I don't mean it that way.
But I'm over here going, oh, he's right. He's right. Like, you're just calling me out, and I just have to sit over here going, he's absolutely fucking right. Abso-fucking-lutely. Yes, Tour, I break down and I agree with you once again. You are correct. I have complicated my own second life by not just embracing bomb layers and being a lazy bitch. And it's like, I want a pliers. Like, I remember, I'm like, Jack Spoon, please make a pliers. Now I'm like, Jack Spoon, thank you for not making a pliers. So that's what I hear when you're like, actually, Consuela, I believe it's self-inflicted. And I'm like, for fuck's sake, Tour, you're right.
Oh, I can't breathe.
Good.
Oh.
Good. So anyway, I think we're done here. I'm going to pick up these fantastic bomb layers. Thank you, Belleza. And we'll keep moving. Sound good?
Well, no. I don't want to be quite done. So
of course not.
I want to call out Belleza a little bit.
Okay.
Just a little bit. A little tiny bit. Because we've come to Belleza. They're available on most flips. But you know what's missing? Is I'm not getting stuff from me. Now, they make a Jake body, and it's a great body. It's the one I'm wearing. But Belleza, help me out a little bit. Give us a man flip.
Are you asking for some guy liner?
I'm asking for some guy liner. Hook me up, or something,
or some guy shadow.
Yeah, absolutely.
They could, but you know, but again, this is for, you know, they're designing Jake as the body, Lelouch as the head.
Oh, true. Yeah,
so. But they're doing it. They're doing it.
Well, yeah, they're making for Lelouch heads. So
yeah, so why not do a male version?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Putting it out there.
Yeah. That's what I'm just saying. I'm just calling it out.
Okay. I hear you. Loud and clear. All right, are we ready now, Tour?
Yeah, we're ready now.
All right, Tour. I don't need you to tell me where we are because I know Bonnie when I see it because I can read.
Bonnie.
So we have
Gonna
Bonnie.
tell you anyway.
Good job, what?
Gonna tell you anyway.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say good job reading. I'm like, yay, way to go.
No.
So this is, what is Bonnie calling this?
Oh, they are calling this the Bloom set.
Yeah, and I can't push in too much because there's some transparency to that outfit.
There is optional transparency.
This is fun. And I know they have the fat pack across the way. So you have 50 linden for these two colors. So it's like a red and like a nude or something, pink.
Yes,
or blush.
They're calling it cream and ruby.
There you go, cream and ruby. And how much is the fat pack?
So other colors are going to be 300, and the fat pack is going to be
Let me spin my camera
2,000
real quick. Okay, that was not as fluid as a camera spin as I would have liked, but we're here. So here are the other colors, and so
they have a bunch of good colors.
I like that a lot, actually. So I'm gonna. How much did you say the fat pack costs?
2,000.
2,000. All right. Well, that is a deal, and I might have to do my stripper talk to get my sugar daddy to make it rain. So, but yeah, there you go. You know.
Yeah.
So very good, and I think yes.
Always love stuff from Bonnie.
Yeah, so do I. I know. I love Bonnie a lot. So, but I may have already spent all my lindens, so I'll have to rectify that.
All right.
All right, very good. Are we good to go?
We are good to go.
All right, Tour, where are we?
We're at Broken Arrows.
I see that. And what do we have?
Well, this is a little like hose holder thing. What are they actually calling it? Ivy garden faucet. I should just read the name.
That's cute.
This is lovely. I love this. So you could set this up either just standalone or against the wall or whatever you wanted to do. They have it in what they're calling reddish brick and concrete brick for flip, but they do have other versions available somewhere in the store. apparently you can toggle, or you have a version without the moss, which is nice that it offers it, but I love the moss.
Yeah, same.
I'm not getting rid of that.
No.
You apparently also can get an option without the hose, which, you know, you could do if you just wanted the faucet available, like, you know,
I see that.
Fill up your pail or what have you. They all come with this HUD, which gives you a lot of options. You can adjust the ivy, the water, the hose between a bunch of colors, the stones themselves, the metal of the faucet. So very customizable. Big fan.
Love it.
Lovely garden item.
Yep, totally picking this up.
Yeah.
It's a nice piece to have when you're designing your outdoor space.
Yes, it is.
Okay. Anything else before we move along?
Nope.
All right, Tour. We are at Clover, and you have assured me that it's nothing gross. So
it is not.
What is it?
We have the Kraken sword.
Interesting.
A beautiful sword forged deep under the ocean from unknown realms. This uses the Clover combat system, which can be obtained for free in the set or from their store. It also can use the Linden damage option. And yeah, you get a sheathed version for your back or the holdable version. So yeah, pretty cool.
That is very cool.
It's got some barnacles on there. Got a little bit of a kraken eye and some tentacle stuff for the wrist guard.
Not gonna lie, I thought the barnacles were googly eyes.
No, they're little barnacles.
I'm like, why are there googly eyes on there?
That would lower the intimidation factor a little bit.
Yeah, and then I was like, oh, Lala, those aren't googly eyes.
But you might be able to take your opponent by surprise if you were waving googly eye weapon at them.
Yeah.
They might be like, why are those googly eyes right as you stab them?
Right. Okay. So 50 Linden,
fantastic.
you get this amazing Kraken sword.
Yes.
All right. Are we good to go?
We are.
All right, Tour, where are we?
We're at Doe.
We're at Doe. And what do they have? It's not hair.
No, it's not hair. It's called Left My Heart in Outer Space, and it's a hover or orbit companion, or just a handheld orb or a resible.
Okay.
And it's this fun. They've got a couple versions out on the mannequins. You've got the little planets inside the hovery planet thing, which looks really, really cool.
Yeah.
Also looks like they might have like a pride heart option, which is also pretty cool.
That is very cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's an unexpected item.
Yeah, but
especially from Doe.
Yeah, it's usually hair.
It's usually hair.
So, all right. Well, I think I'll pick that up. 50 Linden for, I guess, 2 different variations. Right? So.
Yeah.
Okay. Very good. Are you ready to go?
Yes, I am.
All right, Tour, where are we?
We're at DP Yum Yum.
DP Yum Yum. And they have a hair.
They do. They have a hair with a style where you have little cat ear braids. That's cool.
So this is number T22.
They don't name things in it. Yeah, it's T22.
And you get it in these 2 colors.
Okay.
No, it says pink plus mix number 4. But that doesn't look pink to me in the swatches.
It does not look pink to me either in the swatches. Let's see. Mix 4. They have mixes listed down here, but I don't see mix 4.
That's because it's up there.
Oh,
but maybe they're pink. Maybe that's pink. It doesn't.
Maybe
look
that's
pink,
pink.
But
it
says pink, so be prepared for pink.
All right.
So you can get in the other colors below, but you can get the possibly pink version for 50 Linden.
Yes, the other packs are 300 each, so 50 is quite a discount.
Yep, and you can wear pack is 600 in different styles, with or without the little braid ears. So
yes,
that's cute as well. Not my style, so I'm not going to be picking that up. but I'm sure it's somebody's style. Somebody's going to enjoy it.
Absolutely.
So.
Yep.
All right. Are we good to go?
We are good to go.
All right, tour. We are at Fake Society. Before we go into that, I was distracted by your orb. You did a very nice job of color matching your orb. Look at that.
Yeah, I tried to. It has a whole bunch of different customization options. So this is the orbiter from Doe. I currently don't have it orbiting because I didn't want it pushing us apart or getting weaving through your head or something. So I just have it hanging out. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, that looks great. But we are at Fake Society.
Fake Society.
And we have the Hannah bikini. And Hannah looks like she works at the Monarchy.
Hannah is making some money.
Women's bikini set, shown in pink, 14 solo colors, 27 color fat pack. Money is optional. Is it though?
Money optional.
No, it is not. Money is mandatory. So, anyway, Legacy, Freya, Hourglass, Cupra, Maitreya, Reborn. Yeah, says the ex-stripper. Money is not optional.
Money is mandatory.
Absolutely mandatory. All right.
But that would actually be fun. So, if you're at the Monarchy, start without the money attached.
And then as
when
you get tipped,
add it. That would be clever.
So when tour rolls up and starts making it rain, then I start adding the money.
Yeah, exactly.
So anyway, you can buy this in 2 packs. It looks like black and white or red and pink. Am I looking at that right? Or are they separate? No, they're together, right?
Yeah,
they're kind of hovering in front of each other, but
you're correct though. They are 2 packs.
Okay. All right. So that's a good deal, especially for looking for an outfit for stripping. There you go. If not, if you don't wear the money, then it's just a bikini.
Yeah, exactly.
But
aside from stripping bikini, I'm a little distracted here.
Why?
Because I'm checking out that there's matchy star pants over here.
What?
To the left.
Camera left?
If you're camera left, yes.
Camera left. Okay.
So there are 2 sets of these jeans that have star cutouts, optionally cut out on the back. And one set is for men, one set is for women.
Gotcha. Okay. Thank you for noticing. You were going to need to buy these.
Oh no, but it's not for Jake.
Oh no,
though.
you teased me. Oh.
I teased myself. I'm mad about it.
Oh, you sound so mad.
I actually.
You're like, I am mad about it. You sound so calm.
Fake Society, please give Jake the star pants.
Right? Because
I know that you rig for Jake. I've gotten things from you before, like my cute bear set.
Yeah. Huh. All right.
Huh.
Well, that would have been cool.
Yeah.
Okay. We love some matchy.
I'll have to keep an eye out. Let me just double check the demo.
Yeah. They could be pulling a pixie cat.
They're not. Darn. Okay, well, sorry for getting your hopes up.
Yeah, that's fine.
But they are pretty cool pants.
They are. Maybe one day when we swing back by here, they'll have a Jake version.
Maybe.
But for now, I'm gonna get some stripper bikini. I mean, the Hannah bikini.
All right, and I'll fill it with some Lindens.
Thank you. You know I love it when you make it rain, and I know just how to do it. With that, off to the next.
Okay.
All right, tour. Is it floor plan or brocante? I think it's floor plan based on where we are on the list.
You are correct. Right, it is floor plan.
Brocante would have been much sooner.
Yes.
So I love this. You know, I've been totally feeling their artwork, and these 2 are no different. So you kind of got like a sketch, like a what's the word I'm looking for?
You've got like a glitch 3D effect going
on. Like a glitch crown and a glitch pug.
Yeah.
And a pug is like le chien. I think that means dog, but in French. And I haven't started my French lessons on Duolingo yet. I'm still working up. I want to finish the Spanish. Like, I'm working through the Spanish, and then I'm going to circle back and do my Portuguese, because after a while it was getting hard to do Spanish, Portuguese, German. And I love learning German because it's so different. And I know we've talked about this already, but it was hurting my brain to try to flip back and forth between Portuguese and Spanish. So it's like, nope, I'm just going to focus on my Spanish and refine the hell out of it. And then once I max out Duolingo, because there is an end point, then I'll circle back and start up on my Portuguese.
And I'll eventually get conversational enough that I can practice Spanish with you.
That would be fantastico.
I'm still mostly in the step of like expanding my vocabulary and stuff because I don't have quite a bit.
Did you practice some today already?
No, I'm going to do that right after.
Yeah, I do it later too.
This, because otherwise the owl will come for me.
Yeah, you don't want to break that streak. I'm almost on 100 days.
I'm on 37?
Yeah. I hate to break my streak. So I got sad the one day that I thought I did. I was like, oh shit, it's midnight. I didn't do it. But it had like auto-equipped a streak of freak streaks.
The freeze.
Yeah, and I was like, thank you, Duolingo.
Yes.
So it preserved my streak. So, although technically, I guess it's not a streak anymore if I missed a day, but whatever.
Well, it still counts.
Yeah.
It's like you get to cheat days if you have.
Yeah, if it's a busy day.
If you earn the coin.
Yeah, and I have actually like 2 streak freezes now that I could. The one's already equipped in case it happens again. But anyway.
I stumble occasionally, but I'm enjoying it.
But so, what's one of the latest Spanish words you've learned?
Oh,
putting you on the spot. Give me one.
Right on the spot, yeah.
Give me one.
So,
Dame una palabra nueva, por favor.
Oh my gosh. So, like, the thing that it's been hammering me on a lot is the days of the week, which I know.
Are you having a hard time with the days of the week?
No, it keeps going on about it. For this chapter.
Keeps reviewing it.
Yeah, it keeps reviewing it. So gotcha. Which I kind of understand. Are you going to give me all the days of the week now? I'll try.
Okay.
It's lunes, martes, miércoles, viernes,
jueves.
Jueves. Thank you.
No, not fuck. It's jueves.
Oh.
Okay, empieza otra vez. Lunes, martes, miércoles, viernes, jueves. Right.
Jueves.
Jueves, viernes. You messed me up. Jueves is Thursday, viernes is Friday.
Oh, jueves is Thursday. Oh, that's... I knew I was forgetting one of them, and then you go sábado, domingo.
Right.
But I was blanking, I guess, on Thursday.
Which jueves.
Makes sense because okay. So maybe that's why it keeps reviewing those for me because I can't. But
because you kept leaving out Thursday.
Because I kept leaving out Thursday. Oh gosh. Okay, but which I understand it wanting to hammer those in particular because there's not really a clear analog or like they're just completely different than the English, which I know, technically like a lot of the words are different, but like not all of them. Like I don't know. And
we started down this road because the signs behind us have French on them.
Right, yeah.
So, and I know French is next for me. I want to learn that too. Like Duolingo makes learning languages fun because it totally gamifies it.
It does.
So, and the lessons are short and digestible.
Yeah, I do like when it does the story segments. I feel like I get more out of those because, you get to hear it in the context of conversation rather than just a isolated phrase. And so, I feel like that's what I need more
of the stories.
Is more conversation.
Well, when you work up in the lessons, because like I said, I'm probably, because there's 4 or 5 tiers of lessons. And I'm more in the middle one. And so it gets longer. They'll give you little dialogues in there beyond the story. So, and somebody will be saying something in Spanish and then it will ask you, what is so-and-so asking for? And so then, and those are good. I agree with you. Yeah. So you've probably had the story about the doctor at the supermarket.
Oh,
no?
Yeah.
That he was pretending to be a doctor to impress the gal?
I don't know.
I've gotten that story in 3 languages already. It's funny to hear it in Portuguese.
I don't think I've gotten that one.
German and Spanish. Yeah, trust me. There's going to be a doctor. There's going to be a lady at the supermarket who needs help for someone who's fallen down by the milk. And she asks the guy for help. And he asks him if he's a doctor. And this guy's like, well, I want to impress this chick. So, of course I'm a doctor. And she's like, and it goes on to say, I have nice pants. I have a big house. I drive a fancy car. Like, that's what he's saying in the supermarket. And the chick's like, that's great. Can you help this man over here who's down by the milk? And then the guy's like, oh, shit. And that's the story in Duolingo without the profanity.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. So, anyway.
That's right. The most recent word that I've learned is camarero and camarera.
And what is that,
waiter
Tour?
and waitress.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Very good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we have Jian here, which is a dog in French. Le chien.
Yes.
This is actually pug, but that's general for dog. And then the crown.
La Caron.
Yeah, which makes sense because corona in Spanish is crown.
Yeah.
So 50 Linden each, and you got these glitched out pictures, which I totally want. So we totally went into story time over here. Which is fine. And then, you can see in the thing above the rest of their pictures.
Yes.
The storage container above, yeah.
We have gotten several of these.
All of them. I have bought all of them. And I'm going to continue doing that. Because we still have a house to decorate. So I can absolutely see putting these up.
Uh-huh.
All right. Are you ready to move along?
Yeah.
All right, Tour, you don't need to tell me where we are. Because I know. This is Infinite. And
yes, it is.
Buck Dallas. So I love seeing some Infinite furniture. Does Buck have his book out? What's this magazine?
No, but he does have a book I think you'd appreciate next to you.
Is this the magazine?
It's the
Bear magazine. Nice. Nice. Good choice, Buck. Good choice. So we have the Lucas armchair. It's going to be available in these two colors in PG for 50 Linden Fridays. But
it's only 100 for the adult versions.
Okay, not bad. And then you have the rest of the collection here. Like you've got the pot plant version, the pot marijuana leaf, I should say.
Yes.
And then you've got all these different other variations of the Lucas armchair, which are fabulous.
Yeah, and it does have the Buck Dallas special of all of the animations, including 2.5 hours of sequenced.
That's fantastic. And what's funny is our Shiba Inu, which we have named Oreo, I don't know if we saw that on video, was rolling underneath the armchair, which I thought was adorable. Because this is why I couldn't put Oreo super close to me, because I could tell by the, like when you click on an Animesh animal and you can see where it's going to move to. But I was like, oh, this one's going to roll right into me. So, and he's been rolling underneath things, and now this armchair, which is great. So one of the questions I have is there anywhere here to buy a fat pack? Is the sign the fat pack, the one up front on the easel, or there's no fat pack?
Sign is not.
So only individual purchases?
I suspect so. There might be somewhere deeper in the store that has these, but I am not sure where.
Okay. Well, these are great.
Yeah.
I love them. So of course I'm gonna pick it up. So that's why I was like, where's the fat pack? Because I want all of them. So I'm sure we'll sort it out.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Are we ready to go?
I think we are.
All right. Tour and I are back from a rather long sidebar. Not that anyone would know, but
the magic of editing.
That's right. We are at Izzie's, and it's a lip gloss remover. I guess for skins that have lip gloss built in, and you don't want that.
Yeah.
I don't usually run into that problem. I actually want some gloss, and I'm usually hunting down lipsticks. And again, slack girl, the lips I'm wearing right now, they are glossy, and I love them. I love them as I push way into my face and up my nose.
They do look delicious.
Right? Nice and glossy and plump.
Yeah, I just want to take a taste of that.
Oh, I bet you do. All right, let's focus on the lip gloss remover.
Okay.
So balm layers. Go ahead.
They have different percentages, so you can do it just a soft mask of it or the full 100%. And yeah, they've got a bunch of different colors. It is balm layers, so it'll work on not only the Leluca Evo X head, but it would work on Akaruka head as well.
Fantastic. So 50 Linden, and you get all of these shades for any skin tone. That's great. Okay.
Yeah.
Are we good to go?
We are.
All right. We are safely on the wall at LeLAPEAU. LeLAPEAU. I always say it wrong. LeLAPEAU. And LeLAPEAU has a skin that, what are they calling? Wait, because I pushed in too far. Josh. Only in pale. That goes with the not found body skin. 50 Linden. So, as always, a great deal if you're looking for skin.
Yeah.
So, we're not.
That's
okay.
Don't necessarily have a lot to comment on, but it is a
handsome young
fine
man.
Skin. It is a young man. I do like that it has a little, I guess, not really a beauty mark, but it has a little divot
like
on
a mole.
A mole, yeah.
Yeah.
On the upper lip there.
It's not a divot, or
not a divot. Yeah, I was trying to find a word.
Subtle mole, and I can see some pores and things, so that's good. He's got a little bit of a messy brow. That's nice. You have brow and browless, so if you can put your own brows on it if you don't like that.
Yeah.
So.
Good stuff.
Okay. Are we ready?
We are.
All right, Tour. Where are we?
We're at Nar Mattaru.
Nar Mattaru. And what do they have? An unhinged sweater?
Unhinged sweater.
Nice. So it fits E-body, legacy, and apparently that's it.
Yep.
And limited edition.
Yeah. So you need a sweater to announce that you're a little bit unhinged, a little odd. This is the sweater for you.
Yeah, I feel like I need the sweater, but I know what it's going to do on my body shape.
There's a wolf-headed gal in the store. She's gone pretty far in it. That was modeling it, but it will be hard to find her now.
That's fine.
She just kept going. She's got shopping to do.
That's right.
All right.
All right, very good. Okay, are we good to go?
We're good to go.
All right, we are here at this wall of deals. Looks like Oatmilk has their own wall of deals.
Oatmilk, yes, they do.
So, do they have two things for FLF? Is that what I'm seeing in the middle?
Yes,
the
they
bag
have 2 things for FLF. They
and
have 2 things for Hawaii.
Aphrodite chain.
And 2 things for crafty.
As I love it when we just start talking over each other and one of us just has to stop. It's either you or me. It's never one of us the same person every time, but we will talk over each other at times. But yes, okay.
Although, so I don't think that the Aphrodite chain is quite for FLF, or it might be a mistake on the vendor part. I suspect that's the case. I think that they copied this vendor from the Sokoi Sundays because it is 65 Linden, which is still, it's still a nice
bargain.
Yeah.
Okay. So they've got a lot of deals here, but for FLF, it's the bag and the belly chain.
Yes.
But they've also got Sokoi Sundays and they have Crafty Weekend. So
yes,
Oatmilk is quickly becoming a new favorite of ours. So I am happy to pick up.
Yeah, you just picked up the Sidra Septum yesterday.
I did.
Or
yesterday
recently.
or day before, whenever I got my new head. I'm like,
very recently.
Yeah, because like you were saying earlier, since I can't wear the lip piercing, I'm like, I need to wear something on my face. Let's go with a septum because it's close to the lip. I could do that. And then I was like, oh, I forgot about my bindi. I haven't been wearing my bindi very often, so I do have face jewelry. So that's why the loss of a lip ring wasn't the end of the world.
Yeah.
Or a deal breaker. So.
Now this Aphrodite chain and belly ring, I noticed that is rigged for Legacy, Reborn, and Juicy
rolls. Nice.
That's fun.
Yep.
Nice.
Okay, very good. So I'm going to pick up some things and we're good to go, right?
Yes, we are.
All right. This is a little different. Like, I know we're at Peaches.
Yeah.
But Peaches is inside now, and they were always outside.
Yeah, I'm missing their hacienda build.
Yeah, we're in a skybox.
I don't know if this is
remodeling.
that they're remodeling or if this is it looks like they've got things separated now though. I see that they've got like teleporters to clutter interior 1, 2, and outdoor.
Yeah.
So this might be permanent, but they might be building it up. Like, I'm sure that they'll decorate it more. Peaches always has a nice style to them.
Yeah, and every brand likes to change things up. So they've been outside with their little hacienda setup for a little while, probably as long as we've been flipping, if not longer. So.
Yep.
But today they have the Aspen cart, which I'm amused by because your original name was Aspen.
It was. That was my original SL name.
Yep.
Now there's a wagon of peaches, which is
that's cute.
Yeah.
Love it.
I love these.
Yeah.
I had to get these immediately.
Of course you did. Who doesn't want a little wagon of peaches? And then they also have Bunny Honey Springtime Clutter for Saturday sale, which is cute. So.
Yep. So a lot of Easter things coming out, which I suppose makes sense.
Yep. All right. Very good. Are we good to go?
We are good to go.
All right, Tour. This again is all you. I know where we are, but I'm going to turn it over to you.
All right. So I don't have a whole lot to say about the To the Disco sign. There's not much that jumps out at me about that, but it is, it's a cool,
you didn't
retro
say
sort
where
of
we
sign.
were.
Oh, sorry, 7 Emporium. We're at 7 Emporium.
I mean, I know you and I know, but do the people know?
Do the people know? Well, they should know. This is 7 Emporium.
Okay, so you were saying?
Yes. So I was saying, their To the Disco sign looks pretty... For 7 Emporium, it looks pretty benign. There is only one bit of, writing I could spot on it.
You do like your secret messages.
I do like the secret messages. It says, talentless but connected, which...
Ouch, that sounds like a sick burn.
It does sound like a sick burn. And of course, the artist has their signature on it. The other one is a little more interesting. It just says freaks, but we also have other writing on here. We have For You, the World, and we have something else saying zip tie. We have LSD, either NO2 or VO2, I'm not sure.
Okay.
We have something else saying, I don't even like money.
Well, they'd be for the money optional version of that bikini.
They'd be for the money optional version, yes. So it's an interesting sign. So yeah, and there's nothing too secretive about the names this time. It's To the Disco and it's Freaks. Those are the two names.
Mm-hmm.
So always very interesting and thought-provoking things here at 7 Emporium.
Mm-hmm. I agree with you. So are you picking any of these up or none of them?
I'm picking up the Freaks sign.
Freaks. I would agree with that one.
Because I can be a little freaky with you.
Oh, I know you can. We're all freaks here. So, all right. Are we good to go?
We are good to go.
All right, Tour. Where are we?
We're at This Is Wrong.
And what do they have for us today?
We have the hummingbird tattoo.
Aw,
fresh and
pretty.
faded, tintable. Yeah.
So, Leluca Evo X, which means I could wear it with my head, right? My Akaruka?
Yep, absolutely.
That's nice. I'll have to look and see what other ones they have like that.
Yeah, they have, This Is Wrong has a bunch of tattoos.
I know.
All kinds of things.
It might be time to look into one that goes on my face.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Sure.
We'll see. But I like this idea. I've always liked the tattoos that kind of transition from the body onto the face. I just have never really found one that works for me. And this one's close. It's getting there. I'm not like a hummingbird kind of person, but this is lovely.
Yeah, I think it is. And so they have this, and of course they have a whole wall of deals, but we're just focused on Fliff for the most part, so.
Yeah, I'm coming back. That's a pretty big wall of deals.
Yeah, they always have a bunch.
Definitely worth a stop to This Is Wrong.
Yes.
All right, are we ready for the next?
We are.
All right, Tour. I don't need you to tell me where we are. Although before we got here, you kind of tipped off. Well, you did tell me that the last stop was Valentina E. And then
I said you'd be a happy girl.
Holding our collective breath. And then you pointed out when we got here that Valentina has even added Reborn to her texture of supported bodies.
She has. That's a
commitment.
Big move. That's commitment.
That's commitment. Lara Petite Reborn Legacy.
She has drunk the Reborn Kool-Aid.
Yes. And I want to say the dress on the left was a previous release, and the one on the right might be too. I don't know, because there's been so many dresses that I haven't been able to get because they weren't Reborn. Mm-hmm. But I know the one on the left looks familiar to me. So
yeah,
I did buy that.
It also could just be a similar style. It's hard to say because
it's kind of unique.
But yeah.
But yes, but I did buy it because the fat packs are available here, but I have found with Valentina E that the FLF version is not in the fat pack. Right. And so I want to make sure to have all the things because I'm a greedy bitch, as you know. Or gluttonous, however you want to put it. But, you know, I have to have everything.
I like to put it.
Yes, I know.
You have to have everything always now.
Right. So Valentina E, I hope Hylia is hearing this because I know in her video, last FLF, she was commenting on Valentina E and Junebug not having things in Reborn. And Valentina E is definitely moving a little faster than Junebug, honestly.
Yes, they are.
So maybe Junebug will come along soon, although Junebug has a sprinkling of Reborn things. Me, as someone who now roleplays in an environment where I need more fluffy formal dresses, I would absolutely love to see Reborn move along too.
Mm-hmm.
Did I say that wrong? Junebug move along
Junebug,
to Reborn. Yeah. Yes. I would be a fan for sure. I'm sure I would not be alone. It wouldn't be just me and Pylia cheering Junebug on. It would be more. It'd be all the Reborn girls. So
yes.
Valentina E, thank you. These are lovely.
You.
They fit Reborn, 50 Linden each. The fat pack is also here available in store. Fits the same sizes. So it's an absolute must for my Reborn gals looking for some new chic dresses.
And like this is something we were calling for, and we feel very heard right now.
Absolutely. So
fantastic.
All right, are we ready to go do some closing thoughts?
We are.
All right, here we are back at the ice cream cart. Although, you know, I still have been working my ice cream. Let's just pretend this is like my second or third one at this point.
12.
With this fat face, of course. So now it's time for some first life thoughts with Tour.
All right. Oh gosh, always went out immediately. Okay, so first I'll start out by saying, because I don't think we mentioned it at the top. I meant to, but we didn't quite mention it. Is this location where we decided to start and the filming here in SL is the LGBTQ History Museum in Second Life. And I found it using the new destination guide.
That's fantastic.
That we talked about. And I haven't had a chance to like fully explore this place yet, but I did peek around a little bit, and it looks like it has info cards on various queer figures throughout history and contemporaries as well. And so why here? You know, it's not Pride Month, but it is Trans Day of Visibility, which some people may not even have heard of, but it is one of two that I'm aware of, one of two like main international trans days. The other is the Trans Day of Remembrance, which is dedicated to various trans people, especially Black trans women who have been murdered because trans people face a disproportionate rate of violence and hatred against them just for existing. A trans activist that I'm blanking on the name of, just a second. Sorry, I want to get this right. Rachel Crandall Crocker was frustrated that that was the only day for trans people, that it was a day of mourning. And she wanted a day to celebrate, to relate to, and have positive connections with. So in 2009, she coined Trans Day of Visibility, where trans people just can be themselves and to embrace being themselves in public, to be seen. In light of that, and on the 2023 Trans Day of Visibility, a group called the Queer Youth Assemble decided to have a march for queer and trans youth autonomy. And it was a march they organized specifically for marching on DC. I have not yet looked into what the turnout there was, but they encouraged anyone who could not go to DC to organize in their own cities. It looked like, I think a couple hundred different marches cropped up across the country. And one occurred here in Orlando, where I am in First Life. And so I attended that and was able to get some interviews from some trans folks about how a lot of the recent attacks against trans people are impacting them, and how they just want to live their lives, and not be compelled to live as someone they are not under threat of state violence, which that is the effect of all of these policies going into place. It is the threat of state violence if you choose to live in some way the state does not approve of. Like, that is what it is. And it's the most heartbreaking thing to me from that rally was there was a group of queer youth that were passing out these little. They wrote several little cards, scraps of paper, which said, let me get the exact quote. I don't want to get this wrong. I should have grabbed it ahead of time. It says, "You will live to see tomorrow and many more tomorrows." And I hate the fact that our queer youth are having to reassure each other that they will live to see another day, that they are so insecure in their own safety around, state actors, around police, around teachers, around even their parents, with several of them getting disowned or being abused for being queer or trans, that they have to just, as teenagers, as young adults, as even younger, feel these actual mortal anxieties because everything around them is telling them, you do not belong and we are going to erase you. So it's a very difficult time, and it is very important that trans people not only be visible, but that they reciprocally be seen. That people can't just, you can't just passively say, I support trans rights. You have to take an active role and actually challenge this stuff when it comes up in your own life. Not just vote every, election cycle and just say, I'm doing my part, I'm voting Democrat. But no, when you encounter transphobia or homophobia or any sort of bigotry, if it's a friend or family member of yours, you have to push back against that. You have to challenge them. And you have, there are ways to get them to shift their thought. And if you can, that's great. But being passive in the face of this stuff just allows it to continue. And if you do know queer people in your life, if they're calling on you to back a play, if they're calling on you to march with them, if they're expressing concern about something, show up, be there. If you don't have queer people in your life, maybe expand your social circle. Question why it is that you are isolated. They are among us. Like, queer people are everywhere. And if you find that you don't know any, or you don't know any trans people, you may find that part of the problem is part of your social circle keeps them out, repels them, and does not make them feel welcome enough to exist around you. And that does require changing. Sometimes, it's a big ask, but it's a worthwhile one, because if we don't stand up for those who are vulnerable around us, then when the cards are down for us, they're not going to be around to stand up for us either. And I've invoked that. First they came for a poem a few times, but it does remain very relevant and true today. So I've included links to the video about the march, a PBS article about the history behind Trans Day visibility, and a link about this in-world LGBTQ history museum. And in my video, I also linked to a few organizations for supporting trans youth. And those are some first life thoughts.
Yeah, and I'm glad that you have linked your video, the video you made today at the protest. And so people can get, dig a little deeper. And I think you raise a lot of valid points, so I always appreciate you doing that. Yeah. So, all right, well, I'm going to launch into thank yous then, because my dogs are losing their minds. She's calling out to me. It's past food time, so we need to get the dogs fed so she doesn't tear a hole in the side of my house. So I want to thank everyone who watches our videos, who subscribes, comments, shares, engages with us, however, in whatever form. I know we have people who IM us, some who leave us comments. I just enjoy feeling the love and the community with everyone who spends any amount of time with us in our videos. I really do hope to see some of our community join the Visionaire class that's starting up, so hopefully we'll have those 4 spots filled with some of our viewers. That would be fantastic. And if not, that's fine too, if the timing doesn't work. However, it's just feel free to reach out if you have any questions. So thanks to everyone who spends, like I said, time with us, likes our videos. We appreciate you.
Yes, and we will see you in the next flip.